I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, and how he was acting, being that, me, I'm a real individual. I just felt like, we was all cool at one point in time.
Remember this?
Sounds familiar.
No. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight.
24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because of the undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford.
In a live interview, Terence Crawford spoke with confidence about Floyd Mayweather and his own place in the sport, making it clear that Floyd's era is finished and this moment belongs to him. Crawford emphasized that Mayweather's time at the top has come to an end and the attention should now be on him as the true face of boxing today. With strong belief, he positioned himself as the fighter who is leading the sport for this generation.
Broadcast for Jake and Tyson and some people like the likes of Carl Froch view that as an endorsement. Like, look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, let's chill out. But all right, I'm not going to poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is. And the way it was presented made me think that there was like a secondary press release to come, that they'll be involved in like some sort of like virtual boxing thing. Like, it just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules. Exhibition, not exhibition, weight. I mean, here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting forget all that. These things can get figured out, the fine details. The fact that it was announced, why announce something with no date or location attached to it? What's the point? Unless you're just trying to get people excited and trying to get them, trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response was overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You lob it out there as a way to poll the public, and then make an adjustment.
You don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. I don't think there's going to be.
Floyd Mayweather reminded fans that he had already outclassed Canelo Alvarez when he was the older fighter, demonstrating his superior skill and experience. He argued that Terence Crawford's win over Canelo should not be treated as an extraordinary accomplishment since both of them earned their biggest victories against the same opponent. For Mayweather, this proves his victory was the greater one, and Crawford's does not put him above his legacy.
He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say?
Analysts believe Terence Crawford cannot yet be put on the same level as Floyd Mayweather because he does not have the perfect 50-0 record Floyd achieved. They argue that beating top names like Canelo Alvarez is not enough to surpass Mayweather's legacy. A challenge often suggested is for Crawford to move up in weight and face David Benavidez, a dangerous and physically dominant fighter. A win over Benavidez would not only show Crawford's fearlessness but also prove he can handle one of the toughest opponents in boxing today. Until then, many experts feel Crawford's accomplishments will fall short of Mayweather's legendary status.
Level as Mayweather, despite his current achievements.
You look at Floyd's record, right? Floyd's legacy is 50-0, 24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because of the undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford, but both of their best wins are Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was a younger, greener Canelo when Floyd beat him. Bud beat an older, slower, but more seasoned Canelo. Now, Bud's not going to surpass Floyd because of the record. He's not going to make 50-0. Bud has to separate himself. What he has to do is do something that Floyd didn't do. Take on the challenges that people were scared for you to take. Just that's what separates Leonard and Durant from the rest. If Bud Crawford beats David Benavidez, he will surpass Floyd Mayweather as far as on the all-time list. As of right now, if Bud Crawford retires, I would have him somewhere around the top 5.
Trainer Robert Garcia sees things differently. He believes Terence Crawford will not risk his legacy by facing David Benavidez. Garcia explained that Crawford is a smart fighter who understands how to secure his place in history without taking unnecessary chances. Benavidez has a major size advantage and presents a real danger that could threaten Crawford's unbeaten record. For Garcia, the risk is greater than the reward, since Crawford already owns an outstanding resume and does not need to prove himself against someone outside his natural weight class. His view reflects the ongoing debate between chasing legacy-defining risks and protecting an almost flawless career.
The biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. But it is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take. I wouldn't do it.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, said that while Terence Crawford clearly outclassed Canelo Alvarez, the win should not be treated as the ultimate standard. He noted that Canelo was not the same fighter he once was, pointing out that his punches lacked their old sharpness and power. Jeff reminded that before the fight many questioned Crawford's competition, and even after beating Canelo some still downplay the achievement. He admitted the victory was impressive but stressed it must be viewed in context, since Canelo was not at his absolute prime, meaning the win does not place Crawford beyond all criticism.
Canelo knocks him out in the first half of the fight that he couldn't handle the power, and obviously that proved not to be, or to be the case, that Crawford could definitely handle the power. Were you surprised that, it didn't look like, maybe once or twice it looked like maybe Crawford felt it, but never in any kind of real trouble?
Yeah, I don't think that Canelo really hit him. I mean, he hit him a couple times clean, but Crawford, Crawford's a big guy too. Crawford took it like it was nothing. And he hit Canelo a few times. And Canelo took it as well. So basically, at the end of the day, they both took, decent shots from each other. But Crawford just didn't get hit as much as Canelo did.
Do you think it was, a case of, you can't, Canelo's a guy that's not out there throwing huge combinations. That he's, more of a, punch at a time kind of guy, and that's not going to work against someone as slick and talented as Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I agree. Basically, Canelo was looking for just one big shot, trying to land a big shot on Crawford, but Crawford wasn't having it. And Crawford at times was saying, I guess he would say to himself, I need to, do a little more work, basically. And it seemed like he just did that.
Jones Jr. shared a critical view of Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He argued that aside from facing Canelo Alvarez, Floyd did not regularly fight the very best opponents of his era when they were at their peak. Jones questioned why Mayweather is often called the greatest when much of his record came against fighters who were smaller, older, or past their prime. He suggested that Floyd's legendary status is somewhat overstated compared to what he actually achieved, while acknowledging that an undefeated record is historic. Jones said the quality and timing of Floyd's opponents leave room for debate, especially when measuring him against adaptable fighters like Terence Crawford.
Whether top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought him? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
he fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them? Best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo.
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because
would.
I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
A separate
Pointed out the clear difference between popularity and pure skill. He acknowledged that Floyd Mayweather's global fan base is unmatched thanks to his perfect record and huge pay-per-view success, but when it comes to talent alone, he suggested Terence Crawford might be superior. Crawford's natural southpaw style and rare ability to switch stances smoothly mid-fight make him adaptable against any opponent. This versatility has led many to believe Crawford's technical skills could be greater than Mayweather's. The debate raises a bigger question in boxing: should greatness be defined by worldwide fame and numbers, or by pure skill and adaptability inside the ring?
Terence Crawford, and I don't think that's unpopular or crazy to say. I think most people will agree with me. I understand Floyd Mayweather has a lot of fans out there, but the truth is, as great as Floyd Mayweather is, Terence Crawford is one of one. And I say that because who else has knockout power in both hands, is able to switch stances between orthodox and southpaw so seamlessly while having great footwork? It's not like Terence Crawford is some stationary target or a flat-footed fighter that's going to be chasing Floyd around. Terence Crawford knows how to cut the ring off. He has tremendous ring IQ. And not only is he a great boxer, but he's a great fighter. He'll be able to make it dirty. If he is on the inside with Floyd, that power will carry him far. And I just don't see how Floyd will be able to beat a Terence Crawford. I really don't see it. I understand Floyd's defense is incredible, but he is smaller than Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford would have a significant reach advantage on Floyd Mayweather. I believe Terence Crawford would also be taller than Floyd Mayweather, as well as all the skillful and technical aspects of what I just laid out prior. So I don't understand how anybody could pick Floyd Mayweather to beat Terence Crawford. Styles make fights, and I believe Terence has the style to beat one Floyd Mayweather. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Whether you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. Join the discussion, subscribe for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you.
Champion Shane Mosley gave a direct comparison between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. He pointed out that Crawford's natural size gives him an advantage. Mayweather never enjoyed being the bigger fighter. Crawford can move through more weight classes while keeping his power and strength. Mosley explained that while Floyd was a master of defense and timing, Crawford's physical tools let him overpower opponents in ways Mayweather could not. For Mosley, this makes comparisons between them unfair, since Crawford's frame and natural build provide opportunities Floyd never had.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is...
Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.